Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for being here with me today. Today I'd like to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is positive brainwashing. This is something that I've been doing on myself for years and years, and it is incredible the results that I've received. Basically what I'm doing is managing my inputs and my outputs. And this goes for anything that we can experience with our senses, but also it is the vibrations that we are projecting with our hearts and our minds and our spirits. Because people can feel those deeply. Have you ever been walking down the street and you see from like 2 blocks away that there's somebody over there that you just shouldn't talk to? That person is radiating anger, negative energy, just broadcasting it out for everybody around. People are like giving them a wide berth, crossing the street to avoid them. They're radiating this negative energy, and it is repellent to anybody who wants to exist in a positive state. So this is a really extreme example, but it also is constantly happening on a more subtle energetic level. It's like we can feel each other's thoughts and emotions. Even the ones that are not expressed, that are not even on the facial expression or the body language, we can feel those vibrations on a subtle, energetic level. And that's why we feel really good around certain people. And then there's other people that we're just we're not sure if we should be around them. There's something in the vibration, there's something in the feeling that is repellent to the way that we want to be existing, the way that we are choosing to feel. So the reverse is true. When you are radiating positive energy, when you're radiating love and goodwill towards the people around you, people are attracted to your energy because they feel good when they're around you. They want to be around you more because they can feel that you care about them. They can feel that you are a bringer of light, a bearer of positivity. And I've noticed by living in both of these states, mostly on the light side, that the world around you reacts to this vibration that you're putting out. So our results and the experiences that we're having are a reflection of our projection. Down to the thought level, down to the feeling level, and even deeper. What are your core values? What is your mission, your purpose in this life? All that information is being broadcast. So when I talk about positive brainwashing, what I'm talking about is putting information, while managing both our inputs and our outputs to create the state that we want to be existing in. So for me, I want to exist in a positive, creative, passionate state. There's a lot more adjectives that I could use, but those are a couple of my favorites. And so all of the inputs and the outputs that I manage in my life have the purpose of encouraging that state that I want to exist in. So, inputs, everything that I listen to, the music, the audio, the people around me, the thoughts in my head, the feelings that I'm having, all of those things are part of the input, and some of those turn into the output. When my thoughts and emotions turn into words, they've become output. So what inputs to avoid? Basically, if it doesn't make you feel good in a sustainable way, it's probably something to avoid. Now, this gets complicated because I understand we have duties. We have work to do. We have things that are necessary maintenance in a human life. But one thing you can do with those things is understand that, for instance, you're fixing a flat tire on your car. You don't really want to do that necessarily. It doesn't necessarily make you feel good, but the outcome that you're creating by doing that is a positive outcome. You're allowing your car to keep moving forward, to go where it needs to go. It's the same thing with work. We need an inflow of money. We need cash flow in our lives. And so sometimes we find ourselves doing things that are not immediately enjoyable in the moment in order to continue that cash flow. But there's a lot of variation in what those tasks look like. Who are you working for? Is your boss and your coworkers people who you appreciate and look up to and want to work around or want to work for? Or are they people who are sucking energy out of you, putting you into a bad mental state? Same with anybody who we're spending our time around. There's somebody whose presence I enjoy, who I have something to learn from, and they have something to learn from me. Is it a symbiotic relationship where we're both helping each other? What about other inputs? What are you watching? For instance, one of the worst things you can be doing is spending time watching TV news. TV news is like a highlight reel of the worst things that have happened in the day, in the 24-hour period, or in the week, or whatever. It's a fear-based engine that is designed to keep you in that thought loop, that negative thought loop. Designed to keep your attention by grabbing it with fear. And you don't need that shit. You don't need anything really that is increasing the amount of fear that we are bringing into our lives, because so much of that is already programmed into us. A positive example, I suppose, could be something like extreme sports, where you're facing a certain kind of fear. There is danger, but you're saying to yourself, with my body and my mind, I can get down this mountain safely. And I'm going to have fun doing it. There could be facing the fear of public speaking, of asking somebody out on a date. But those are types of fear that you are choosing for your growth and development, not just mindless fear that's being thrust upon you. So anything that you're watching, anything that you're listening to, anything that you're seeing or feeling with your senses is an input, is having an effect on your mind, your body, your spirit. So manage those inputs carefully. Think about positively brainwashing yourself. Because every day you are receiving programming, whether you like it or not. You're being programmed by your environment, by the people around you, by the thoughts that you're thinking, by the words that you say, by the actions that you're taking. You are being programmed. The good news is that you can control what that programming is. You can control the inputs and the outputs. Which ones do you want to choose? Ask yourself these questions. Is it good for my heart? Is it good for my mind? Is it good for my spirit? If the answer is yes, especially if the answer is yes to all three of those, it's probably a good idea. It's probably a good choice to make. So, thank you for watching today. I really appreciate your valuable attention, and I do not take it lightly. Peace and blessings. I'll see you next time.